because you were at 75 for some reason.
Woo, baby! How do I sound?
That's probably better. That is probably better. I could probably need to turn you down in OBS
Yeah, I
now.
think turn me down a little OBS. I think I'm a tad loud now. A tad loud.
Just a little bit.
No, just a tiny bit.
Okay, I think that's pretty balanced. No more silencing the Brit. Um, hello everyone. Welcome to episode 1 of Bounty Acquired, my VTuber talk show, where we talk about VTubers.
True and factual statement.
That is the current plan. I don't know if things will change. I don't know. I don't think I have any schedule for this. I was planning to wait, does this work? I was
What?
I was planning on making maybe some sort of structure to this, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. This is the first episode. This is the first time we're doing this. So it may evolve as it goes on, but I appreciate everyone being here. Our guest today is Mr. Pingu, Mr. V2PINGU. Do you wanna introduce yourself and say what you do and who you are and
Of
why you
course.
found yourself here?
Of course. Easy peasy. I'm Koozie VT.
Oh,
I'm an
great.
intergalactic bounty hunter VTuber from way up in the cosmos. That's right. That's me.
Perfect.
Um, um, I no, I'm Pingu, man. I'm Pingu. Like, Koozie didn't want anyone that they didn't know on the show first because they're very awkward. So here I am, friend of Koozie VT on the first episode.
You didn't have to expose me like that, okay? You
I'm
didn't have to
sorry. I'm okay.
expose.
Look. Next time you got to give him a contract, like an NDA sort of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
People can
yeah.
understand. Like, shit, I can't say that.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, how long have we known each other? It's been a little bit now.
Dude, I genuinely don't know.
I cannot remember how. Well, no, I can actually specifically go back to the DM that I sent you and give you a date.
Oh no. Oh no. I go back in time, baby.
Oh my goodness. Let me see. It was my Twitter DMs are cursed.
Oh,
October
shit.
18th, 2022. So it's been over
Actually?
a year.
Bruh. Dude.
Let's
Holy.
go.
Dude,
Huge.
it's been so that's actually unreal. I didn't know, like, I actually didn't. Jesus Christ! I mean, I made the assumption that like we've known each other for a while, but I didn't know it
Mhm.
was like that long. I don't know. I think my brain is just stupid. Like I'm trying to get in my head. I don't know.
Mhm.
Uh, it's like it's hard to believe, to be honest. Hard to believe. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Untrue.
I feel like time in the VTubing world goes like so it passes so quickly and you're like, "What? Like already?" Like it's been like I like there's people in my chat that have been subbed for like 16 months and I'm like, "What how?" Like
Yeah. I have the
what
same
is
where it's like
what is happening?
oh, they've been here for like 2 years. And I'm like, 2 fucking years?
Oh.
What? What? How?
Oh my goodness.
How even? I don't even know where I am now. I feel like that one image of like the Club Penguin character that's just really old. It's like the walking stick. Dying, bro.
Have you seen that meme of like what happens when you wake up from taking a nap and it's like just
Yes.
smoke there's like smoke in the room and you're
Yeah,
heavily
I know
dehydrated.
exactly what video it is. It's like his AirPods are just like on fucking
Getting
one other
phone
side of the room.
notifications.
Yeah, his phone's constantly going off. There's a video of like a cow being milked on the TV, and he's like, "What the fuck?"
It is
I love
such a
all their
good
videos.
it's such a good video. I love it. Um,
I actually, that whole guy's series of videos are great. Like anything to do with like being with like dads, it always has like features like the loudest coughing. It's like where it's like.
oh my god.
It's so accurate. It's so accurate. I hate it.
Oh my
Um,
goodness. Speaking of memes, we did have a question from the community. I asked people to submit questions, and I got like three. So,
let's go.
one from Hobo Barbie, who is in the chat, right now. Well, first of all, they said if this talk show doesn't start with um if Kuzi and Pingu don't start this out with beans on toast mukbang, I will be so sorely disappointed. Um, so that did not happen, unfortunately. I do not have beans and toast here.
Yeah,
The actual question was, hey Pingu, as a fellow Brit, I'd like to know what your favorite British meme is. Brackets, mine is the guy talking about fish and rice cakes, which I'm sure you're aware
Uh,
of.
oh wait, a favorite British meme? That's so specific. I like. I mean,
Because
any
I mean,
meme where Brits
there's a
make fun of them,
different
I just love.
there's quite a like cultural difference between like memes you find on like US based memes and then like like quintessential British memes
Yeah,
where
yeah.
it's like they're a different breed, right?
I think. Okay, I think. I mean, right at the moment, if I can think of one, the one that comes to my head is this guy, like driving on like the main road, and he's
Yeah.
like, "No wonder we're stuck in traffic. Fucking Morrison's is doing a delivery. Let's count, shall we? One van, two fucking van, three van, four van,
It's just
five
like
van."
so like Northern English, like
Yeah.
Northwestern.
I'll give you that rhubarb. I fucking love rhubarb. Just, it's so
Uh,
stupid. So stupid, bro.
Boris Johnson saying blue passport, says Jack in chat.
Blue,
I think
blue.
mine one that comes to mind for me is uh the video on YouTube where the little girl, she goes, "Thanks a lot, Rachel. Thanks a lot, you idiot. Thanks to you, my iPod's not charging on my charger because I got used to your
Oh,
charger instead of mine."
yeah, yeah.
It is so good. I love that one so much.
You
I
idiot. Boom.
idiot.
Boom. It's over. It's actually over.
I've told mom.
It's so over for them.
Of course,
Friendship
the
destroyed.
the classic one, uh, the Scottish mum going into
Oh,
her
disgusting.
disgusting.
Which one of yous don't know how to flush a toilet after you done a shit? It wasn't me. Well, it was fucking one of yous. Disgusting.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I love them. I
Um,
love them. They're so dumb. They're so dumb.
they really are. I think memes are definitely they evolve with the times. I mean, I don't really know any current memes that, are we getting too old for current memes, Some of the TikTok stuff
Uh, I
flies over
mean,
your head.
my For You page has primarily been Lethal Company clips. I think it has been for everyone at this point, that it is
Yeah.
just primarily
Yeah.
Lethal Company. And I'm not gonna complain because every clip is iconic.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I've I don't know. I mean, I feel because TikTok memes are like so much different in
Mhm.
terms of like the actual like kind of structure of the funny itself.
Sure, yeah.
Um, Whereas like I was so, or at least I used to be so used to like kind of old memes where I
Mhm.
mean old memes were like fuck it, they were edgy. They were so edgy. Like they were horrible. I mean, they're
Yeah.
not any better now. They're a lot
No.
softer, but it's like me seeing a family of four in the middle of the road while I'm driving my truck. It's like
Uh,
I am drunk and speeding at
yeah.
300 miles per hour.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's stuff like that.
Mhm.
But it's like oh my god, I just remember the old. Do you remember the anime? The old YouTube channel?
No, I
They would
don't.
like they would like voice act like the Gusta memes, like
Oh my god.
all the classic old memes.
What?
Yeah,
That's
that
crazy.
whole channel was like it was something else. It was just all like it was purely all really old memes. Of course, it was back when that was normal.
Mm.
So
Yeah, because there's different levels, right? There's like there's like big brain memes. There's like things that if you think into too much, they're not really funny, but like on surface level, they're like hilarious. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
there's
I mean,
like
if you want
it's
like
like a circle
thinker
of
memes,
memes. Yeah.
I mean, if you want thinker memes, there's just the ones that are just like a giant math equation with the text like with text like, "Oh, bro, I'm so," and then it's just the math equation. You're just like, "What even is this?" Only mathematicians will get this one.
Oh my goodness. Um, yeah, I mean, moving on to something you did mention Lethal Company. Yeah, you have obviously been playing a lot of Lethal
Yeah,
Company.
yeah, yeah.
How are you liking it? Like, what do you think is the the things that made that game like explode? As I mean,
Explode as to
yeah,
how it is.
obviously there are some like like um things that stand out very well, like voice proximity and
Yeah.
chaos like that. But what do you think? Like, what is your favorite aspect of the game, or what have you enjoyed seeing the most out of Lethal Company kind of
Oh,
blowing up?
okay. So I think there's two factors. I mean, no, not two factors. I think there is a clear factor that um that actually made the game popular, and obviously it was. I think it was TikTok. There was
Mm,
this one channel I saw, and ever since they've posted the one Lethal Company clip,
mhm.
it had blown up, and every single video they've posted afterwards of Lethal Company has also blown up. And I fully believe that they were the result of it. Just for context on how popular this is now, it surpassed Call of Duty in like the top games of the week, with number
Yeah,
one being the Steam Deck. So like that it is unironically the top game on Steam right now,
yeah.
like in terms of who's playing it.
Yeah, I
Um,
think you mentioned like yesterday, like this. It's obviously for people who don't know, it's developed by a solo dev, and you
Furry.
mentioned yeah, you mentioned he's made like 18 mil
He's
off the
definitely made
game,
more now. He's definitely
like
made more, but, like,
like 20 mil on this
yeah,
one
when I
game, and that's probably
yeah,
with
he's made
Steam
millions.
taking Steam takes like 55%.
Yeah, and that's also, like that's $10 too, basically. Like, $10. I mean, Canadian, it's, like, what, 300? So, but, like,
So true.
USD it's, like, $10, and, like, yeah, they take, like, 40% of that, so he's only getting, like, $6 per sale, and then
Mm,
bro is just raking in the cash from there. It's insane. But yeah,
yeah.
there was this one clip I saw on TikTok that just like, oh, which one was it again? But I can't remember exactly, but like the videos would get like they would just average like millions of views now,
Mhm.
like almost a million. Any clip that like gets it. Oh, I think I found the right one. Um, it has 8 million views on TikTok. 8 million. Like that is like what was the oh no, wait, this isn't the channel. There was a certain channel that like uploaded it. Oh, I'm
Mhm.
dorky? I think it's I'm dorky. Yeah. They just every time they posted it, they just had like millions of views come in and the game is just blown up from that. So everyone's
Yeah.
bought the game. Um I don't know. I in my opinion, I think the appeal to the game, since you originally asked that and I kind of went on a
Mm,
tangent, was it's just the fact that like it's a horror game,
yeah.
which I want to preface, I hate horror games. I absolutely despise horror games. Like jump scares, scary shit, it's horrible. I hate it. Um if I ever experience a jump scare, it's likely my heart will stop and well, I mean, I can't exactly graduate, but I'll be dead as hell. Um but the game is like I don't know how to describe it, like soft horror. Like
Yeah.
it's it's it takes it
It
really easily when it
yeah.
comes to approaching someone being like shitting their pants at the game. The scariest thing for me right now is the Bracken. I
Yeah,
hate
yeah,
it
yeah.
so much.
Yeah, so for context, I had my first proper full session of the game yesterday with Pingu and some other friends,
Lime and
Double
Dub.
Love and Lime, yeah. And there was some great like I have another tweet going out later today with a clip of Lime stepping on the landmine
Exploding?
as
Yes, I know
soon as soon as I walk through the door, he you just hear him scream and
explode.
explode.
I kept watching that
Um,
clip. I wanted
it
to
was
send it to you, but
so funny.
when I saw you doing the Dove one first, I was like, "No, bro, no, lime exploding on the mine
Yeah,
is just
yeah,
more perfect." Especially with like,
absolutely.
you lose your shit, you turn to me, I am in complete
Yeah,
silence
yeah, we're
staring at
both
you, and
yeah.
you laugh even more. I'm just like, "Oh
I
my
think
god."
I can argue I can confidently say that is the best clip I have on my channel. Like, it is so funny, like, I have never laughed that much, like, in my entire life,
I will
and
happily watch it on
even
repeat.
after watching even after, like, clipping it and watching it, I was still cracking up. It was so funny. Um,
It's so good. It's actually
yeah.
so good.
I think it's a good game. I think, like, if the developer does a good job at keeping, because that's the thing with these games is people lose interest real fast once things have been discovered, right? Because a
Mhm.
lot of this game is discovering what's in the game. I think if the dev does a good job at matching that pace and adding things, and by the looks of it, they are taking, you know, the community's um, kind of feedback and stuff into in and implementing it. So if they can keep it up and add, features that the community wants, I think it could have a lot of longevity. And
I
yeah,
think
as Jack mentioned in the chat, the addition of mods and stuff have already seen so many like new avenues for the game.
ideas, yeah, like replacing the Bracken with a PNG image of Goku, my favorite
It's
thing.
me,
You turn
Goku.
around. I mean, that's the thing. I don't feel like this game would die. I think this is it would just it's a weird way to say it, but like I feel like it'd just be another Among Us, to be honest.
Mhm.
'Cause, like, that game blew up and it technically did die off. Um, but like people still use it as like a yeah, let's play this, like
Yeah,
especially for
yeah.
like collabs and stuff. Like
Like
it's a really
even
good
Fall Guys, right? Like Fall Guys had its big moment and then it kind
mm,
of died off and it's kind of like, oh, people are like, "Oh, Fall Guys is dead." It's like, "Oh, it's no, like no one's playing it." And then you always see like, "Oh, hey, I'm hosting a Fall Guys collab. You guys want to play?" It's like
yeah, yeah,
it's
it's
just one
good.
of those games that are like you can kind of everyone or a lot of people has access to. So,
Yeah, it's yeah, that's the thing is that it's an ease of access game. Like
mm,
a lot of people can play it. It's within their like limits. I think that's the thing. The game applies to like everyone
yeah.
where the sake of ease of access has made so much of a difference because of the fact that like, you know, most people aren't going to have good computers, and
Mm,
the fact that this shit just works is like bam, so much better, like everyone
yeah.
can play it.
Yeah.
I
And
think
and
I mean
like you said, like the fact that the game can be so easily clipped, like there's so many instances in the like 3 hours that we played yesterday that I could
that
just
could
be
be
like
clipped.
that's a clip. Like
Yeah,
it's
that's
it's
why do you think I'm trying to
so
find it to a video, bro? That
it
shit's so
happens
good.
so frequently. It's crazy.
Every clip is iconic. Is what I've heard. Like someone would say, like every clip from Lethal Company is iconic. You could take
Mhm.
any moment, and it is just like so funny from
Yeah.
any perspective,
Yeah.
especially other people's perspectives on things. Because like
Mhm.
anyone else's perspective is just so funny.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so good.
Like when
It
Lime ran into that hallway and got head crabbed and he was just
yeah. We
screaming
both just
muffled.
stood there. Yeah. It's like, yeah, we can't, we can't do anything. No, it's not no fear.
It's unreleased right now. I think on my it is on my channel. Like if you want to look for it, but I'll be tweeting it later. I think I have it scheduled for like 7 p.m. or something.
It's full steam ahead. That's
It's
what's
called
right.
Full Steam Ahead. Yeah, it's so
Mhm.
funny.
It's so good.
um,
It's actually so good. But yeah, I think I think it weird to say this, but unironically, I think it performed better than Among Us because most people don't know is that Among Us was out for like 2 years before
mhm,
the game
yeah,
actually blew
yeah. It
up.
came out in
This game was out for a
2018. Yeah,
couple days, and
mhm,
people were like, "Okay."
yeah. We see it. We see it. Yeah, no, it's really good. We're like, has there been any other games that you've been playing recently that that you've kind of found yourself hooked on, or is it just Lethal? Like, have you just been
I
playing
d
Lethal?
unironic I think that again, that's why kind of another reason why it blew up was that there's just not a lot of games that people
Mm,
are playing at the moment. Like
yeah.
you'll notice now, even on like the Twitch tab, most people what are they gonna be playing? Like League, Genshin, Lethal Company,
Mhm.
chatting. Like
Yeah.
it's hard to find games now. If I do play games, or if I like see a game, I'm like, no, I can't play that normally. That's a stream game. I
Yeah,
have to play it
yeah.
for stream. I just never end up playing it. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, that's a thing I think we discussed it before a little bit where, um, how do you as a streamer, or I guess you as in both of us, balance wanting to play a game for your own enjoyment and then wanting to play a game for the enjoyment of you and your community, right? Because
Mm.
for me, I tend to do a lot of story games. I tend to do a lot of stuff like that. And a lot of the time, I'd start a story game and I'd be like, "This is a great game, but it's not good for streams." Like I streamed the entirety of Yakuza Zero, and there was
Oh
so
shit.
much dialogue in the game, and I knew that going in, but I did not.
Mm.
I was streaming that game for like 3 weeks straight, like just getting through it. And by the end, I was like, Whatever." And then more recently, um, with Alan Wake 2, I streamed a good 6 hours of Alan Wake 2, and I think that game is fantastic. But it got to the point where I was like, I think I want to finish this on my own. Um,
Yeah.
and I don't know if you've ever ran into that. So, um,
I That's the thing. Like, excuse me. Yakuza Like a Dragon is like such a crackhead game. It's so
yes,
dumb. There's so many stupid moments in it,
yeah,
but it is just not a good game to stream. Like
hmm,
because the moments between it are so long and like most people don't enjoy it. Like that's the
yeah,
thing is that um when people when you, I think when you want to stream a game, people want a game where you just kind of jump right in sort of
hmm,
thing. Uh there's weird examples. Like I could play a lot of people came to see my Skyrim stream because it's from a perspective of someone who has never touched a Skyrim game
yes,
before.
yeah,
Any
yeah,
Elder Scrolls game. So
hmm,
like a lot of people were like, "Oh shit, this is gonna be interesting." Even the fucking VOD, like the VOD is like goofy in terms of
yeah,
like that performed well. One of the comments was like, "Best VTuber and only has 20 views, lol," and it's such like a backhanded compliment. I don't know what to do with it.
mm,
But like I don't know. It's just like any games that have quite a lot of like interaction in terms of story and stuff, in my opinion, I'm just like, I can't stream this. But
yeah,
then other games where I'm like playing like Lethal Company or RimWorld or something, I'm like,
hmm,
I could stream this. Like I could
yeah.
stream that. It's like something where I can sort of relax and
Yeah,
I don't know.
there's also ways in those games to get the community involved. Like I think like RimWorld is a good one where you mentioned where you can be like, "Oh, like I'm going to name this person, this chef, I'm going to name after you." Like like
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
a big one, a big one for me for I really really enjoyed streaming it, and I hope that the sequel gets fixed soon. But City Skylines was such a fun game to stream because you can name
Oh yeah.
you can name everything. You can name buildings, you can name roads, you can name districts, you can name people, you can name like
I
so
remember
much
streaming that
stuff.
game.
And it's just so nice when you get like a like you get a new follower and it's like, "Oh, like thank you so much. Like, do you want to be this burger place?" It's like
Would you like to be
it's
a burger
so
man?
good. But City Skylines 2 needs to get its performance figured out because
Oh yeah, optimization issues, right?
I launched the game with my I recently got a brand new PC. It's, high end, top of the line. Um, I I launched it and I thought my PC was gonna explode. And that was just in the main menu. Like,
I
apparently I saw
think
a
it's
tweet.
the
I saw a tweet that was like, City Skylines 2 renders each individual civilian's teeth. And I was like, well, that's gotta be a bug. That has to be a mistake.
I that's the thing. I think it's graphics card specific because my friend's been playing with no issues. So
Mm,
I think it is specific on the
okay.
graphics card. But
Yeah.
I think one thing people don't take into account is like there's a game you could stream that like it's relaxing
Mhm.
and it's easy to talk to people.
Mhm.
Whereas there's a game where you invest yourself and people
Yeah,
have fun with what you experience. Because again,
exactly.
I can use Skyrim as that example where it's like if I'm invested in this like really goofy thing that's going on, people are gonna enjoy it as well. Like there were like traps in the first dungeon I was in, and I would just casually walk through it and like take a tiny bit of damage and
Yeah.
then watch an enemy that was following me get obliterated as soon as like a stray
Yeah,
hair
yeah,
touches
yeah.
them in
Yeah.
that trap. So it's things like that um, that I think kind of make a difference. I enjoy talking to my chat a lot with a
Mhm.
lot of things. I think Skyrim was the first where I was like a mix of both, especially with Lethal Company. Lethal
Yeah.
Company is so hard to talk to your chat. Oh no,
Yes, yeah.
not as like a bad thing,
No.
but like this shit is so fun. Like
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Dr. Doobie in chat, thank you for the first time chat. Says story heavy games are awful for Twitch growth. It's hard to convince people to tune into a part 18 of a story heavy game. Yeah, I completely agree. I think I've kind of been pivoting away, like unless it's a franchise. So the last franchise I streamed was BioShock. I finished the first BioShock and I really enjoyed it. I think it's short enough to be like, okay, I can get through these in a couple streams.
Mm.
But I also really enjoy streaming story games that are like I can be done in one stream. Like a recent game came out called Jasant, which is like a climbing um it's a game where you just climb a mountain and it was like 3 hours long. I was like,
Fucking hell.
I'm so glad I finished this in one stream.
Oh,
Like it was so nice. Oh,
it just kicked me
no.
out. It just
Pingu!
kicked me out.
Pingu, get back
Is
in
Steam
here.
down? What just happened? What the
No.
fuck? My Steam. Is Steam having maintenance right now? Are you for real?
Better not be.
Help!
He
Help
better.
me!
He's he's lo-
Help!
he's lost in the void.
I th- what the fuck just happened? Steam unironically just blew itself up. Oh, Barbie, you
You've got
screwed
to
me!
You've got to restart Steam.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I
He's
think.
back.
Like, all right, all
Okay,
right. Let me try that again.
let's see
Right.
if he's. If Do you need another invite, or are you able to join?
No, no, I mean, I'm
Bounty
not able to.
complete.
Bounty
uh,
complete. Bounty acquired.
Bounty acquired.
Assassination complete.
Oh my
I'm back
goodness.
now. I'm back now. I'm here. I'm here.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, it's yeah, the I feel like games where you can I'm gonna try and do this more, like, moving forward is I don't really wanna, unless it's a franchise or unless it's, like, a short game, I don't wanna play a game just to play a game. I wanna play a game to hopefully eventually turn it into some fun event for the community, so, um there is like a I haven't said this to anyone yet, but there is a Fallout 4 playthrough that I wanted to play, um, with a very unique twist,
Ooh.
involving a radio a radio show, so,
Ooh. That's
um,
actually kind of sick. I like that. I
it's
like that.
I'm looking forward to doing that eventually, and then I'm also doing, a Sims 4 project with, to do
Oh
with VTubers
no.
as well, so that's gonna
Oh
be fun.
no. The fear in that. The
So
fear in that.
I'm looking forward to doing some of that stuff, but,
Bro, I played Fallout 4. I streamed Fallout 4. I spent 2 hours of that stream building. I love the build. I love the salmon building in the game. I can't, bro. Don't
Nodal
give me
settlement needs
building.
your help.
Yeah, don't give me building. I will be trapped for hours, just fucking consumed by construction. I have
Has
to
there
build the ultimate base.
has there been a game where you've been completely, like, you've sunk an ungodly amount of time into because of a
Yeah,
certain
VTube
mechanic or
Studio.
something? Okay, not
VTube
V2 Studio
Studio.
or VBridger, not those,
I
not
have
those.
900 hours in VTube Studio.
Like,
Wait, so
is there a game that you remember picking up or playing and you just played for either, hundreds of hours or an extended period of time that you just are super fond of? Because There's a couple that I think of, stuff like Gmod and Terraria that just
Oh,
completely like
yeah.
engulf your life.
Okay,
Um,
I was trying to think of good examples. That was good examples because in my head I only thought Overwatch. So I'm like, that's not even like stuck to my soul. I despise that shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, no, I think yeah, Garry's Mod is a really good example, and so is
Mm,
Terraria. They're both classics, like
so good.
classic games. You can hop in. I think I'm banned from half the dark RP servers in Garry's Mod. For
Oh
some
god.
reason, something about RDM, me
Yeah,
hopping out with an LMG and start unleashing it into
you
like
get
the
teleported
crowd.
to the admin jail up in the
Oh,
sky.
to the jail, and the admin's like, "You can't do that. You're not supposed to do that. Ah, citizens aren't supposed to have guns," and you're like, "Admins aren't supposed to suck dicks." And then boom, 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 boom. I damn Minecraft. Minecraft's a classic example, right? Like
Minecraft.
my
Yeah.
we love Minecraft, bro. I remember. So when I started playing, I think about or just about when food got released, like having a
Mm,
hunger bar.
mhm.
Playing on a shitty laptop,
Yeah.
so
I
my
think it was
render distance was really
the
low.
Halloween update where they added the Nether. I think
Oh, yeah, yeah,
that was
yeah.
the first one I played.
I mean, they added hunger. They might have added hunger. I don't know when. It might have been a little bit before that, but like I was on playing on a really shitty laptop, and like um, I built this crappy tree house,
Yeah.
and then I can't see anything in front of me because the render distance is like barely there, and it's like a fog.
5
And I'm hearing,
chunks.
yeah, I'm hearing scary cave noises, and I'm like, Hero Brian's here! He's here! He's gonna kill me! Oh!
Yeah, Minecraft's interesting because it's a game that I've always hopped in and out of, but I've never really played for a huge amount of time. I did have like a server back in the day that kind of just imploded on itself that we won't talk about. But I recently actually jumped back in because
Minecraft itch, bro. The Minecraft
there was
itch.
this VTuber server that has like VoIP and like a bunch of like mods and stuff, and I haven't streamed it
Yeah,
yet,
yeah.
but it looks really interesting.
That could be
But
interesting.
yeah, I don't know, like with Minecraft, I remember like fond memories of Minecraft Hunger Games and stuff. Like
Ooh.
that was so fun. Like I remember like pre Fortnite Minecraft Hunger Games was the original Fortnite.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's the original. That's the original. Also, I just wanted to quickly say before I carry on is that uh, Homo Barbie. No, I didn't actually get a cease and desist from Atlas. If I did, that would have been amazing, but not yet. We're praying. We're praying.
We're Prage,
Um,
Prage, Prage.
but in regards to that into that Minecraft server, bro, if you want a second, I'm right here, fam. I'd love to play with you, and we
Oh
make like a
yeah.
sick ass base, bro.
Yeah, I'll definitely I'll send you the details because
I'm a master builder, bro.
I claimed an island and I can't claim enough blocks on the island, so I'm just hoping that if I build enough on it that people will just leave the island alone. But I
Be
have this
like,
like small
oh,
like this medium-sized island on there that I'm like I'm gonna make this my island.
ooh, ooh.
um
Is it like a free to join thing, or is it like you had
yeah, I
to?
mean, yeah, it's I think it's just a sign up. Like I signed up and like a day later I was whitelisted. Like it's super thick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you gotta let
It
me know about that.
you do have to like install some mods and stuff, but it was really easy.
Okay, yeah, don't worry. I'm not.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not a loser. I know how to install mods.
A quick one before I move on to our next topic, which you did touch on in a second there. Ray Flynn, fellow VTuber and
Hi,
my
man.
roommate, says, "Is that a roast chicken VTuber? Looks yummy."
Right, I'm coming over. I'm killing you. You're dead. You are dead. VTuber found dead in room. No longer roommate. Dead, mate. Dead,
Oh, he's
mate.
got the gun. One thing I did want to touch on. Actually, we have another question from Logan because Logan wanted to say, "How many hamsters could you fit in your mouth?" I don't know if you
Oh,
wanted to answer that.
I mean, I don't know if you've seen the size of these cheeks, but at the moment they're full of
There's probably
hamsters,
about yeah,
bro.
there's probably about 5 in there at the moment. Uh,
27.
27, good number.
27. Yeah.
I did wanna say, because you mentioned Atlas and, You
Oh
recently did
no.
a little outfit re-debut, right? That is true. You have a brand new
No.
fiery look.
No, this has always
Um,
been myself. It's
you just gaslight me.
What do you bro, I've always had this outfit.
You have yeah, you have this this new look, obviously inspired
Mm.
by the Persona series. I mean, what do you think goes into a good like once you have your VTuber and you're kind of looking for the next steps, what do you think goes into a good successful outfit re-debut? Like,
Oh, I mean, like, God, if I'm gonna say some like if I was gonna say like some like real market shill shit, I'd be like, man, as long as you have fun, that's all that matters. Like, yeah, I mean that's an obvious thing. If you're having
Mhm.
fun, people are gonna have fun as well. That's
Yeah,
just like an
of
obvious
course.
one. Like
Yeah.
that's just an easy thing.
Uh-huh.
Um, but like I I mean, it, I thought you were gonna ask me like what goes into like a good character design.
Well,
So,
yeah, that's also part of it. Like you can also answer both of those, because
well, I mean, like success is kind of like it. Here's the thing: you could have the most like scuffed setup, like the worst microphone. You could have the worst things, and people are always like, "No, no, you need a good microphone. You need a good
Mhm.
setup. You need all these different things. Here's the all the things you need for the perfect setup." No, they're lying. They're spitting lies. And the reason why I say that is because like it's connections. Connections are
Mm.
everything, especially in VTubing, bro. Like it's all about like about the people you know, the friends you make, like they can
Mhm.
help you out. Like who you spend your time with will equate to how well you perform. Just as much as luck. People really like to stigmatize luck, but no, luck and connections are probably the biggest um like uh like the biggest steps to success.
Mhm.
Um where it's uh, the right timing and everything, like just that right amount of luck can get you to pop off. Having the connections for it just guarantees it even more. But I think like time consumption is just general like quite an
Yeah.
easy one because for me at least with debuting and stuff, it was like 2 years before I'd even properly
Right.
debuted. I
Right.
spent
Yeah.
so much time like PNG streaming and
Mhm.
like talking to VTubers and like making lots of VTuber friends.
Yeah.
Um, I'd say it's more difficult now because the VTubing community has grown a lot.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
there are thousands of VTubers now. So many fucking losers.
There's
Um, but
there's a lot of us.
yeah, yeah. A decent enough microphone will help though. I mean, yeah, having a nice microphone's always nice. People always like soothing voices and stuff, but that's why there's always ASMR and stuff. I've
Mm.
seen whole streams where someone just uses a shit mic, but people have such a blast with it because it's ass. It's just pure ass. Like
You
it's just
I'm pretty sure you have a toggle, right?
I
You
could
have
change my microphone to
you
the worst thing. If
you
I
have
did
a
it right now, people would actually be deafened because of the volume set
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I'd
that's
rather
true.
not. I'd
That's
rather
true.
not.
Yeah.
Um, but um, yeah, scuff. I think people always worry about scuff. Scuff is always a thing that will happen.
Yeah,
Um,
you literally faded into the void like 10 minutes ago.
yeah, exactly, exactly. But that's the thing. Hobo Barbie and Sarkis just said that scuff is funny. I don't think people don't agree with that, but scuff is funny, bro. Goofy shit that happens is great. My
Mhm.
debut had uh had me have my model freeze. I had to piss 7 times because I drank so much water. Like there was so much horrible shit that happened, but people loved it, bro. They just love like
Oh,
natural
man.
goofy shit that happens. But uh if I was gonna answer character design, oh
Mhm.
my god. Okay. So a lot of people will be like, right, detail or not detail. I mean, yeah, yeah, no. Like people always say like don't like don't make your character like basic. Kind of
Mhm.
like like is under detail. What's the other word for like under detail? It's like
Like minimalist,
yeah, yeah,
like
like kind of
minimalistic.
minimize. People always like, hey, don't minimize like how much there is. Like, everyone you want things that stand out and stuff
Yeah.
on your model. But I don't think people talk about there's such a thing as overcomplicating a
Oh
design.
yeah. Yeah. For sure.
People don't talk about that. Like, you can have a very sick design, but because it's got like so many stickers, colors, and like just all sorts of stuff on the model, it becomes a mess. Colors start to like stand out too much. And the whole idea is look at the face. You look at the face. The
Mm.
face is everything. Details in the face. Um, and if you're gonna have anything else, it's gonna be minimalistic. Um, people always think that they gotta have maximum details in the legs, bro. Like, no, my brother in Christ, your streams are gonna be only the upper
Yeah,
half of
yeah,
you.
right. Like, there's a desk right here as well. Like,
I'm naked under here.
whoa,
That's
whoa,
all I
whoa, whoa.
need, bro.
Yeah, it's interesting, like how I think I went for full body just so I won't have to worry about anything like
Mhm.
for a good amount of time. But the amount that I show like the bottom half, like even just chatting, like I don't show the bottom half
Yeah,
of my model. It's
yeah.
kind of just like it's there. It's there also for like, if I want to ever do promotional like material or like full art stuff, like it's there for
Oh, it's
reference
good
and stuff like
reference, good
that. Yeah.
reference, yeah.
But
I think it's a good thing. For VTubers though, it's like you just need to focus on the upper half. Like
mhm.
Phoenix is a good example. They still have only the half of their model. Like they only have the upper half, which is
Yeah.
fucking smart. Like you don't need it for anything else. They
Mhm.
have a full body. They have a reference of their
Mhm.
full body, but they don't need it for streaming, which is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
It's so good. Mm.
Um yeah, I mean, yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. I mean,
Yeah,
uh
overcomplicating. That's like
mhm.
people. I think a lot of people think, nah, you got to have details. You got to have a lot of stuff, a lot of things to catch the person's attention. But like if you overcomplicate a design, people are gonna hate it, bro. Like it's just
Yeah.
gonna be an eyesore in a way. It's like, oh, does bro want to brink on the edge of like Kirito or like vomit paint? Like it's just like you can't pick your poison. Go in between.
Oh
Like
my god.
colors are everything. I mean, you got like it's very obvious you got like three different colors. You got the
Mm.
blues, you got the reds and the whites, and they all
Mm.
kind of like stick out in a way. But your
Yeah.
face is because your face is completely different. It like it sticks out, it stands out, and so it's like the center of attention. Um, I mean, I guess the same with my character as well, where it's like reds, whites, and like
Yeah,
golds.
what's really
That's
cool
it.
about your new outfit is you also have particles. You've
Yeah,
got
I'm also
particles,
forever on fire.
which is
Ah!
so cool.
Help!
You've
I'm just
got
forever
awesome,
burning.
awesome particles. Like those particles even showed up in the promotional material of this of this
Yeah,
like
that's
the
the one
thumbnail.
thing.
I was like, I could erase these, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to.
Pyromaniac.
Don't set my studio on fire though.
I'm gonna set it on
I
fire,
mean, luckily
baby.
everything here is like futuristic and glass and metallic, so it shouldn't catch fire. But the pillows
Bro.
behind you may set on fire. Just be careful. No,
Poof.
it's real size
Hey, hey,
behind
hey,
the
hey, hey, hey,
desk.
hey. Hey, you watch it, mister.
I mean, another topic that I wanted to kind of touch on is you've introduced me to a lot of different anime recently. Um,
Unfortunately. Yes.
and specifically, like one that comes to mind is Mashal.
Yep, yep,
I
yep,
thought
yep.
Mashal
I knew it.
was such a good show, and I'm so glad that you introduced me to it. I
I'm
guess
actually listening to the OST right now,
yeah.
bro.
The question I wanted to ask you is because another show you really like is JoJo, and both of those shows have a pretty heavy emphasis on what a pretty heavy emphasis of what music they use. Like their music is not only just kind of thrown in there. it's a lot of the time chosen for the show and like themed around kind of the show. So like what draws you to uh like kind of finding these shows that just have amazing soundtracks because you seem to never miss.
The harder the men, the better the tracks. Done. Next. No. I don't know. I think it really depends on. I mean, because I'll admit I'm watching a few anime at the moment. One I'm really enjoying, and the
Mm,
OP is a banger. The other is pure fucking slop. It's so stupid and dumb, and I'm watching it just to see how worse it gets.
okay.
Um, uh, I don't, because that's the thing. It's like, I love. It's not intentional. Like the music, like
Yeah.
finding the music, or like thinking like, oh, this show is great because of the music.
Mhm.
Because I think a good example, like part five's music is iconic. The whole like bum bum bada
Yeah.
bum 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 bum, like that one's iconic. Evento de Oro is an iconic track.
Mhm.
Um, and they use it perfectly to like you're like you're like this main character's talking and stuff. Oh, bam! There's the main character. Theme starts. You already know what's gonna happen. He's gonna kick his ass. Like you already know. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
part six has the issue of using it too much, where
Mm,
it's like, for example, like Jolene grabs a leaf and puts it so that her friend cannot be covered in like crocodile shit,
right,
basically.
okay.
And they use the main theme for that, like dun dun dun, just to do that. And it's so unnecessary and like stupid and goofy.
It's funny because I don't have a lot of, experience with JoJo. I've seen the first 3 parts, and
Mm,
I've seen, I have friends who are JoJo fiends. Um, but
no wonder.
what I like about the JoJo fights is, at least in the first 3 seasons, a JoJo fight consists of, intense dialogue with big poses, and then it proceeds with the main character getting their shit kicked in, and
Yeah, they
then
get
and then
rocked.
and then they're like, "Wait a minute, I can just do this," and then
Yeah,
they
hold
just
on.
like win,
Furezo Hato,
and it's
Mo
so
extra
good.
hito, Kizamazo,
Part four of
Ketfetino
JoJo's
Bito.
Faydock in chat says part 4 of JoJo's music perfectly encompasses small town vibe and then pivots amazingly into menacing shit.
Yeah, part four is good. Part four is good. I think most people, when most people watch JoJo, their favorite parts are either it's two, four, or five,
Mm.
or seven, uh, sometimes, or
Oh.
oh, for God's sake, again, it's maintenance, bro. I swear to
It's
God,
gone.
Steam keeps disconnect. Actually, am I even
He's
disconnected this time? I'm still online, connecting to Collab. Let me
he's
back
been
in.
voided. He's been
I've been
voided.
bounty assassinated.
So, someone activated their stand.
Oh my God, their stand powers to fucking disconnect me.
That
What
is their
is this,
stand.
bro?
That is their stand.
I hate this. What's my Steam doing, bruh?
Oh
Let me
man.
back in. Let me back in.
Let me in.
Ugh. No, I like Connected Collab. I like part six. I never said I hated part six. Um, I just think, um, is it connecting? All right, it's disconnecting and reconnecting and oh my God, bruh. Um, I like part six. I enjoyed part six. The only unfortunate thing is the first. I'm gonna restart VTube Studio. The the first 12 episodes of part six are the least JoJo I have ever watched.
Mm.
Sounds weird, but most people would understand. Like, stand. Most people would get it. It doesn't feel like JoJo. It doesn't feel like I'm watching JoJo. I feel like I'm not watching the same show. It's
Mm.
a strange way to put it. Okay, let's see if I can join this time.
See if we can pop
Come on,
back
man.
in.
Let me in. Let me in, please. Please, Steam. Why must you forsake me? Okay, it's disconnected constantly, so this is good start already. Oh, if I'm gonna recommend another one to you, fam, though, uh, Ragnar Crimson
What?
is so good because it's one of those animes that one of the excessively rare animes where they cut off someone mid transformation.
Oh.
Like, I mean, just to give you the premise of it, basically, dragons exist in the world, and there are people that are called dragon hunters.
Mhm.
Um, and the main character has a premonition
Okay.
that his friend dies,
Okay.
in which his future self in his premonition goes, "Hey, so basically, yeah, what happens here? It's true. Like your friend dies, um, and you become the ultimate like dragon slayer. Um, but I'm gonna fix that for you, and I'll give you my current powers now to past you."
Okay.
So basically he gives him all of his powers from the future to like his past self.
That's cool. I
And
like that.
yeah, it just follows this guy that is super powerful, eliminating like all these dragons that originally like killed basically everyone.
Mm.
Um, as like, oh god, it's just so good. Like, there's this lady that's like that can stop time, and she's like about to like stop time, and he's like, "Nah, fuck you." Jumps in and like fuck dices her up into several pieces. Like, nah, bro, nah. The fights are amazing too. I love the fights. Can this let me back in? The fights are amazing. I recommend that one.
Hashtag
It's
free
so
Pingu.
good.
Yeah, we have to blame Steam. We have to blame Steam for it. Um, I don't know where he's
Super
gone.
spitting bars. I can't.
Yeah,
I fucking
let's gotta zoom
can't.
in on that. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Hello, Cam. Dude, oh my god, VTube Studio is not wanting to let me in, please. Is it because the file server region I have is different? What if I set it to this?
Maybe.
Let's try this, see what happens with this.
Couch looks so comfy.
Does not affect your... Oh, never mind, it doesn't do anything.
Oh, most chaotic evil couch we've seen. Oh,
Ah, hell yeah!
there you
You know
go.
what? I'm gonna restart Steam as a whole.
Okay,
Damn
do it. Do it.
it. Help! And Kuzi be like, and here's my first guest,
Yeah,
couch.
here's my first guess. Oh, look, nothing.
Oh look, the couch, the pillows,
I mean,
Cosmo.
while we have this intermission, I just like to thank all of the followers. Tom Man, thank you. Goju, thank you. Dr. Doobie, thank you. Thank you for the followers. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Ads?
Thank
No.
you.
We're not big. We're not big for this is they actually have they have ads. They have ads. They have ads. It's Twitch ads. I was gonna say we don't have enough pull for actual advertisements. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe we get a sponsor eventually for this show.
The sofa, bro.
I didn't realize this was an interview and a magic act. Truly amazing. Yeah,
Truly, the
we'll bring him
best of
back.
both worlds.
We'll bring him back soon. We'll bring him back.
Come on.
Um,
I think it's VTube Studio, right? Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on.
pause.
Hold on. No, I don't think it is. Hang
Thank you
on.
for the hydrate as well.
Oh my god. VTube Studio, please.
While you're still trying to get back into the studio, what is I have another question for you from Elia, one of my
Hit me, bro.
wonderful community members, saying what is your favorite uh tea?
I don't drink tea, baby.
A British
I've
person who doesn't drink tea. You heard it here first. You heard it here first.
like okay, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, okay? So I have never had, or at least the amount of tea I've had the equivalent of like, you know when your dad offers you like a sip of his beer,
Yeah,
like that much,
yeah.
like that
Okay.
much. You want some rum,
Wow.
son?
Okay.
Like
Interesting.
even my workplace tried to pressure me into trying tea, which I Oh my god, I made one, and like I drank it, and of course I know you can tailor the tea so it's nicer
Yeah.
and like more fit for you. Unless I'm putting like 20 blocks of sugar in that thing, I ain't gonna fucking enjoy it. That shit tastes nasty to me. I don't understand the appeal. And British people, they drink tea their whole lives. Dude, it's no wonder they have like 3 teeth. Like they
8 sugars.
8 sugars. I need billions of. I don't know. I don't even think it's enough. Wait, do you have tea? I
Me?
assume. Yeah, yeah.
I used to drink it a lot more when I lived in the UK. I
Oh,
did
then
pick up
you
a
saved yourself.
a box recently that is like chocolate peppermint herbal tea, which was really good.
Ooh.
But like you said, yeah, you need milk and sugar, I think. Or it depends. I mean, there's fruit teas that are also really good. Um,
Oh,
God,
I mean, like bubble. I have bubble tea if that helps. If that's
God
any
save
different.
the bloody queen.
The bloody
We're
queen.
trying to save Pingu from the void. He's gone. I mean,
Nah, bro. It's
I could potentially restart the session, but I don't know if that will help or not.
it's just constantly saying like disconnected, and it's like trying to connect. I'm trying to. I'm trying to. I mean, does bubble tea count? I don't.
Yeah, I'd say bubble tea counts as tea.
Okay, then I like
It
bubble tea.
it
My
is
favorite would
tea.
be bubble tea.
There
Yeah.
you
I mean,
go.
well, I usually just have fruit, so it's like passion fruit with like
Yeah,
mango bubbles and
it's
stuff.
still tea. Yeah, it is
Oh
still
yeah, you
tea.
could. To be fair, you could just slap a reactive in my place while we're waiting.
Oh yeah, that's true. Um,
Hold on, I
but
can.
your reactive is truly cursed. So
I think it's beautiful, but I think it's very disrespectful of who I am as a person. Here,
um,
here, I got you. There's the thing. Look, it's just because I had a haircut, man. You want to judge me just because I had a haircut? That's just foolish decision.
let me see. Oh, perfect. Um, copy a link.
Absolutely foolish decision.
Let's let's put you in as PNG while we wait for your model to come back.
Help!
Tea is
Help
especially good when
me!
it's right out of the microwave. That is cursed. That is that is cursed.
Okay, but
Add
like
browser
that's how you
somewhere.
make toast. So I don't know what the problem is. Just toast is just like you just
Toast
slap
it.
bread in the microwave for like
Toast in the
30 seconds.
microwave.
No, you put bread in the microwave for 30 seconds, and that's how you get toast.
There you go. There's your reactive.
Oh, oh boy,
He's
my
cursed.
comfy. Mm-mm-mm.
Let's accurate size accurate real quick. There
Okay, okay. Well, all right. Well, you're teetering on the edge of disrespectful here.
you go. There we
That's
go.
better. That's better.
We'll have you there in your place until you actually manage to get back.
Yeah.
But
Are you able to possibly rehost
yeah.
just
Let
to
me
see if
rehost.
that might fix it?
I hope it doesn't break things, but
I'm hoping not, but I don't think it should do anything.
okay,
Oh, I
rehosted.
connected. I connected. I connected.
Oh, maybe it was my end then.
What the fuck?
Okay, hold on. Let me hide this.
This is awkward. Now there's two of us. What the? Who the hell is this guy?
Don't worry about him. Don't worry about him.
Okay, we're safe. We're safe.
Love the
I'm
set.
back.
Thank you. Yeah, this set was done by uh let me get their name.
Let me get their name.
I believe it's Saru Mars. Saru did a good job.
Shit. Okay. I hope that wasn't visible. Thank God. I
What
forgot that was a.
what did you have?
I brought something on stream and I forgot it's an item, so like it appears and like I was like, oops, because I just wanted to put like a weird background in for myself, and I ended up accidentally doing something else.
Oh man.
Ah, I'm
That's good.
foolish. Foolish me. Foolish me.
Let's move on to a topic we were talking about briefly
I died.
before the start. No, before we
Oh.
actually started. What are your opinions on Peter Griffin coming to Fortnite?
Yes! 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 Holy crap, I'm in Fortnite. Hello, Peter. Donald Trump. Welcome to Fortnite, Peter.
What? That's they
And then,
also recently
and
added yeah,
Solid Snake.
Solid
And Solid
can't
Snake.
forget Solid Snake. And they also recently, like as of yesterday, just added Eminem as well.
Eminem. And
So
Invincible. And
oh,
Omni-Man.
the
And
okay, yeah.
what's her name? Eve.
I gotta
Atom
pick up
Eve.
the Invincible skin.
Too late, bitch. It's
It's
gone.
gone already?
It's gone, bitch.
Bro, they really just don't have any chill. They're like, "Hey, you want this Fortnite skin? You better be playing the game while we drop it."
Same fucking
Um,
day, mister. Same day.
yeah. I mean, what is your general consensus on Fortnite? Like, do you play Fortnite? Are you a Fortnite enjoyer? Do you like everything? You know, the game's huge by this stage, so I don't know if a topic on Fortnite is good, but I thought it would be a good segue because Peter Griffin is funny and yeah.
Let me tell you, I hate Fortnite.
Okay.
I love zero build Fortnite.
Yes, yes, the correct
Now,
opinion.
let me explain my reason why. In regular Fortnite, if you shot a child, they would decide to react by building a five-star hotel complete with en suites, hot tubs, and a full restaurant. However, in Zero Build, you shoot a child and you witness them have a panic attack. And that is my favorite thing to do. In fact, I was playing Fortnite literally an hour before this collab, 40 minutes before this collab. And in fact, I played Fortnite. I've done several games today, in fact, and I've scored 3 dubs in total
Let's
today.
go.
3 dubs today,
Massive.
baby. 2 in duos, 1 by myself. I'm a bloody gamer. And my favorite thing to do right now, 2 things I love doing in the game right now because they have it. Um, Drive-by shotguns on a dirt bike. People don't know what to do when you're moving ever so faster with a shotgun.
Mm,
And being in the ball things, there's like these like balls that have like the zipper things that you can like ride around in. They are amazing because you are completely impenetrable. Like most cars, you could be shot in.
mm.
Um, no, they have to get through the entire health of the vehicle before they hit you. And it has like 500. And the best part is, I found out today, you can hook onto people, which means that they're just stuck, like wasting all their ammo while you jump around, smacking them, running them over. And
That's
I
so
killed a
cool.
player with a fucking crown doing that.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
it was beautiful. I have like
It's yeah.
5 wins now.
It's a game I always kind of try to jump in to at the launch of every season. I did
Mm.
play a lot more back in the day. But yeah, like I feel like I had to jump into the OG season just to kind of
Oh,
get
I
like some of the
can't. I'm
old
glad they added
guns.
more shit because the classic is just like it actually pained me. I mean, it became a war zone. It was fun because it was a war zone. Like there
Mm,
weren't any bots. We were stuck in this
yeah.
tunnel and there were just hundreds of teams swarming our location. Like help, help.
It's really cool. So I'm excited. I think the chapter 5 launches tomorrow or is it today? I think it's
It's tomorrow.
tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. 7 p.m.
Um
tomorrow.
it's 7 p.m. Yeah, so that's going to be exciting to kind of jump into. I'm curious. I always like to see how these events like
End because this one people are
yeah,
saying this might be another Big Bang again.
yeah, like
Um,
they really I think I can always commend Fortnite with like their world building for such
psychopathic levels.
for such a like a basic concept of a battle royale game to have like multiverse level world building and like fully voice acting cinematics and all of this stuff and then to tie it into like um having like cinematic like endings to their seasons is really impressive. And also to
So
tie
goofy.
in stuff like they've had movie trailers in Fortnite, they've had music performances in Fortnite, like and
We got
now
number one victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we about to get down.
and now they have the whole Fortnite Creative 2.0 where people are actually developing, you know, games and
Got
experiences
really Star Wars
in
levels in them. Like, I mean, oh my god.
it's
They
like
also added
Roblox level. Like
ranked.
have you dived into any of the Fortnite creative stuff before?
I don't know. I mean, I've done like the death runs because they're just
Yeah.
easy XP. Like
Obstacle courses and death runs and stuff.
they're
Yeah.
such easy XP. Like just to get if you don't want to play like normal Fortnite.
Mm.
But oh my god. Oh shit. I they also added ranked, and I was playing that today. Like I did my first match with a mate,
Yeah.
right? Not only did we get a victory royale, in total we got 25
Oh
kills.
my
We
god.
killed a fifth of the lobby right? We got silver 1
A
as the rank,
what?
which, by the way, silver it goes up. So silver 3 is the highest. So it's
Okay.
like the lowest is bronze, the second lowest is silver, and then it's like gold, diamond, and then it's like champ something
Yeah,
unreal.
yeah.
We got silver 1 for eliminating a quarter of the lobby and getting a victory royale, which by the way I got 17 kills, and it's like, nah, you get silver 1 for that one. Like, nah, bro, what the hell?
That's so good. Yeah, it's a good game. It is
I
really
want to
fun, and
stream it. I
yeah,
want to stream more of it because I'm actually a crackhead when I play that game.
it's just it's one of those games where streaming it is just like, all right, everyone's streaming it, so it's like,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
I think at that point you're kind of just doing it for your own enjoyment. Like you're not if you're thinking of streaming Fortnite, you're not thinking of like growing. Like you're thinking of like, oh, I'm gonna stream Fortnite just to play with me and my community kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, the last time I played it, I got silly little fan art that I loved.
That's
Because
cool.
I was playing Goku and like I would like down, I would like shoot down like a random player, and I'd be like, "Oh, give up, kid, give up," and then I just shotgun them like to finish them off. And
Mhm.
someone drew fan art of basically me with Goku's hair, aiming a gun at the camera, just saying "give up." And it's
That's
so
so
funny. I love it.
good.
I love it. It does sound like Overwatch. Except Overwatch is terrible. Fortnite is redeemable. I mean, Fortnite. Most people don't talk about this at this point. Fortnite's default mode was save the world. No one talked about
Oh
that.
yeah.
But as
I
soon as it
played
got Battle Royale,
I played an absurd amount of Save the World.
no
It
one
was
else played it.
crazy.
No one
I think I
else
I
played
sunk
it.
on the first, like, 2 days of early access of Save the World, I sunk, like, 30 hours into it, and I was like,
Oh my
"This is"
god.
I was like, "This is so good," and then I completely lost interest. But what's really cool is I got, like, so many, like, exclusive rewards from Save the World that are, like, considered extremely rare in
Oh
Fortnite Battle
shit.
Royale, and they all
Bro
look
got sell your account.
terrible. They all look
Of
so
course they
bad. There's, like,
do.
the
Of
Founder's
course.
umbrella, like, there's, like, the Founder's glider and the Founder's umbrella that are just camo. Like, it's just a camo skin, and you're like and you look at, like, top, like, 5 rarest Fortnite items, and it's like, Founder's umbrella.
Founder's umbrella.
It's crazy. You did bring up something there that I wanted to what did I wanna
The
say?
game mode was called Save
Oh,
the World. I want to destroy it. I never played it. That's why.
yeah.
That's obvious.
But, no, I mean, there's so many kind of games coming out that have just garnered such a big community. I'm curious to see what the next one will be after Lethal Company.
Minecraft 2. I
They're
mean,
doing it.
Cult of the Lamb exploded because they said they'd add sex to their game.
Yes, that's true. That is
And
true.
within like an hour they got they
Yeah.
got their goal.
They started a whole trend on that as well. Like, I
Oh
saw
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so many different companies
I
and
so many VTubers,
of
bro, being like,
YouTubers as
hey,
well
quote tweeting it like, hey yo, if we
being
get
like
this.
that. Um,
And I'm like,
that was really
oh.
genius because, like, obviously, judging by the name of the update and, stuff, like, they were already planning, like,
That's
that
just horny Twitter,
concept.
bro.
They were already planning that concept. Um, but I think they did an interview recently, where they kind of went into details on what and how exactly they're doing it. So they referenced stuff like, they were inspired by stuff like Pokemon and Sims on how to kind of like do those that tackle that topic, like, kind of
Mm.
tastefully while also not completely destroying their age rating.
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
is really
yeah.
cool, which is really interesting to see.
It's Twitter. It doesn't matter too much.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
most of the
exactly.
audience for Twitter's just a cesspool of horrific monsters
And
beyond human
they knew that
comprehension.
as
So
well. They
and
knew
they
that.
know that. Yeah, exactly. They know that. So like they're completely fine. They're completely fine. They're like, yeah, whatever. That works. That just works.
Mhm.
So they don't have to worry. They don't have to worry with that. It's
Yeah.
shrimple.
Um, a question for you, Pingu. from me. Do you have any upcoming plans when it comes to your VTuber activities? Anything you're excited to work on, or anything you kind of wanna kind of pursue in terms of the VTubing world?
Try not to graduate, probably.
No, you call it prestige, right?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Try not to prestige. That's that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, I don't have like specific plans for things aside from
Yeah.
like at the moment it's just a lot of streaming stuff. And then
Yeah.
sometimes I'll listen to some music and I'm like, God, that'd be such a sick anime. Like me imagining the entire universe I've built in my head. Um, thanks to this one fucking song. Like, you know, I'll imagine stuff like that where I'm like, yeah, I could turn this into a sick animation and stuff. But at the moment, I kind of realize like shit, I am planning to move to the US, which means that I'll
Let's
have to go on a break
go.
at some point. Yeah, I'll have to go
Huge.
on a break at
Mm.
some point. And that means that I'll be away for a long time, and then I'll be in a completely new time zone,
Yeah.
um, in EST, which
Yeah.
means my time, like the actual times I'll have to stream and stuff, would be shifted,
Mhm.
or at least like it depends because it's like, oh, if I don't work, then I'll be able to stream at like the normal times, which for
Yeah.
EST is like 2-3 p.m. If I do work, I'd either have to pick a time or I'd actually have to stream in the evening in the US, which is just like most people are like, "Yep, I'm asleep. Sorry, buddy." Like
Yeah, so I
it's quite
that
the impact.
like, do you know if your audience is, like, predominantly, like,
My audience is definitely like American, but
UK,
also
US
there's still like
US?
EU. There's still
Yeah,
EU people and
yeah.
like there's
So,
unfortunately like
I've
French
had
people and
to
stuff. So
yeah, I've had to make that change very, very recently. So, I just moved to EST time zone. So,
ugh, ugh.
I think uh, my compromise to kind of um keep the UK and European, uh, kind of viewers, um, in mind is stream at 6 p.m. on weekdays, and then, on weekends, I try to stream at, like, 2 p.m. So,
Yeah.
um,
Okay. Yeah. Weekend stuff. Okay, that makes
s
sense. That makes sense.
so I know, like, 6 p.m. is kind of late, like, it's like an 11 or midnight start for Europe, so it's like, oh, well, whoops, but
Oopsie
I try
daisy.
to make it up for the weekends and stuff like that, so yeah, it
I mean,
is interesting.
yeah, because that's the thing is that I haven't made a lot of plans for a lot of things. I'm also terrible with planning things as well. Like
Mhm.
I'll see someone plan like a subathon or some shit every week, and I'm like, bro, I don't even know what I want to do next week. Like, I have no idea. I need to get into that like proper like kind of brain and mindset for that stuff. But at the
Mhm.
same time, I think I'm just a young penguin that hasn't fully got that content brain on as of yet. The only plans I have at the moment are focusing more on having YouTube content made.
Yeah,
Um
it's really
so
important.
like yeah, so I'm trying to take into account like if I'm going to stream something, will it be like a good YouTube video? Like
Yes, yeah, I mentioned
so
that earlier on. Yeah,
yeah,
I it, like
so Lethal Company, like the I have a video at the moment in the works for that, like being made, and that's
mhm,
gonna be 2 parts. But I also have another collab for Lethal Company with a bunch of friends that I really love. And like I'm like, this one's gonna be just as fun as well. Like, do I
yeah,
also turn this one? Or
sure,
I'm like, do I turn Skyrim? Because
yeah,
Skyrim is a first time experience for me, and I know people would enjoy that as well. So it's
mhm,
like in my head, I'm like planning lots of different things, and you know, I even commissioned like a thumbnail and stuff for this Lethal Company thing. I'm trying to focus, get my brain around it at the same time as I'm like, oh, I can't plan this stuff. Now,
yeah.
I mean, I probably haven't thought about many plans either because it's Christmas, it's Resnor, yeah, um, like a lot of Christmas stuff. Like I have to plan on buying a bunch of shit and like having it sent
Yeah,
over and stuff.
mm,
So it's just like I just end up like playing games, like chilling out and stuff. I don't kind of like put that timer. Oh my god, this sounds so bad of me, but like I need to like just at some point, like, put my time out of just, like, focusing on, like, what do I properly want to do for content and stuff.
Sure.
I've written
Yeah.
notes and stuff before, but I've never properly, like, taken it into account. I need to, like, because I'm like, oh, I want to get like bit
Yeah.
badges and stuff like that. I
I'm
want to get
I
more
I'm
emotes and
I'm
shit.
so bad with it. So I
Ooh.
I I tend to kind of um help myself by journaling. I think journaling is super important for someone who has a lot of ideas for plans and then just forgets them or just is whatever.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, like having kind of evergreen YouTube content alongside streams, alongside shorts is definitely initially hard to pull off. But I think once you probably find a rhythm and find a kind of schedule to be like, okay, this day I'm gonna record for shorts, this day I'm gonna plan a collab, that kind of stuff. Um, I think it you can probably get it to a place where it's manageable. But also,
Yeah.
editing's expensive.
It
So
is. I
it
that's why
it's
that's why I'm
it's
like I'm
hard to
trying to.
justify, spending, enough money on an edit video and then on a thumbnail and then releasing it and it gets like, you're not monetized on YouTube at the moment, so you don't get anything in return kind of thing.
Oh, well, I
Um
mean, that's what VTube is all about, to be honest. It's
Exactly.
about it though. I
Yeah.
don't think people understand VTubing is all about you're putting in money to lose money. Like you're not getting anything in return aside from like a small amount of
A
attention.
a
That
wonderful
is what
a
it is.
wonderful community that appreciates you. But
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. Whatever you say, whatever you say.
but it's
I
also
mean,
like with like music, right? Like music's a big one for me.
mhm.
I next year I wanna
Where's
do more
the
I wanna do more music. And I've been sitting on like a recorded cover for so long that I
mhm.
just can't release because I'm like, okay, if I want to release this, it's gonna be like 500 quid. Like it's gonna be like so
Oh,
much
yeah.
because I
I
gotta
mean,
get it mixed. I gotta get like a custom instrumental if I want to put it on Spotify. I gotta get art for music video. I gotta get music video animated. Like it's a lot of work that goes into these kind of things.
you're not helping me want to do a cover.
Well, I
But
mean, there's different levels, right? Like if you want to do a cover, you can get an instrumental that exists already and you
oh
can
yeah,
get like
yeah.
static art and then just post it. Like it can be super kind of like
Basic, like very
yeah,
simple.
yeah, and it won't run you like because I think the biggest cost when it comes to producing music, either originals or covers, is like if you want that music on music distributors, you need to have a custom instrumental. Like you can't use something that was already existing. So you need someone to be like, okay, I need to make this instrumental from scratch, and that costs a couple hundred. And then the animated music video can vary from whatever $50 to like 300 or something. So
Yeah.
it really depends.
I mean, oh my god. I mean, the plan for me, at least in my head, from when I debuted, was I want to have a video on YouTube out at least once a month.
Yeah.
Like, I want to have it quite regularly now. I don't. I keep like my videos right now. They're like months between. Like they're so long
Mhm.
in between, and I've kind of like accidentally was a bit dumb for that because I know most VTubers they just immediately start pumping out stuff.
Yeah.
Um, Instead of like, I want this funny commission. I like to get this scab art, please. One scab, please. Um, but yeah, no, I want to get more videos out because like the time between them is just like ridiculous. Like my first video was November 25th, 2022,
Mhm.
which was like, I debuted in August of that year.
Right, yeah.
The next will be March 15th, 2023. June 26th, where I just uploaded the self intro. Like
Yeah.
September 3rd, 2020. Like the time between them is like so long. But I want to make it a regular thing where I'm actually posting content on that because
Mhm.
put your eggs in every basket, they
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Put your eggs everywhere. Delicious egg.
Yeah. I mean, how do you, like because I've seen you do YouTube, I've seen you do TikTok. Like, how do you um what do you think are the best ways to navigate these platforms? Like obviously the YouTube audience is way different than the TikTok audience. Like, have you had any interesting comments or anything on your TikToks or
I
anything that
mean,
comes to
it's
mind that's like
fucking TikTok, bro. Oh, YouTube comments are worse, to be honest. TikTok ones or whatever.
YouTube comments feel so personal. It's like
Yeah, they're nasty.
it's like
YouTube
why?
people are like, "Oh man, TikTok is horrible. Like it's horrendous." And I'm like, "Guys, look at one YouTube comment. Like they're genuinely like horrific." Um because for me, YouTube does not perform like YouTube Shorts do not perform as well as TikToks do for some reason. Um
Mm.
uh and like my YouTube comments are just filled with weirdos. Like genuinely like people being fucking psychopaths. Like, what are you doing? Foolish decision. I'm trying to just trying to remember some of the comments I've ever had on my channel because I've had some wacky ones, bro. Oh my god, wait, there's a whole comment section. I mean, some of them are quite nice. Like some people are like have been like pretty chill.
Mm,
Um, uh, Actually, a lot of my latest ones are like pretty kind replies. Like someone was
mm.
like, "Yo, how aren't you at 15 million?" Oh my
That's so
god.
good. It's always nice when you get a comment that's like, "Why aren't you viral?" And it's like, "I don't know. Don't ask me."
Yeah, I oh my god. Oh, this is my first time seeing this guy. What the fuck is this guy's replies? Okay, one guy said coward and also pussy hiding behind your tacky penguin. What an amazing
Wow. Hey,
reply,
whoa, wait,
bro.
what?
Holy shit, 10 subscribers? Yeah, mate, you ain't relevant. Sorry. Goodbye.
Oh my
Goodbye.
goodness.
VTube
That's
equals. They're so weird. They're such a weirdo, bro.
they see a
I'm gonna
VTuber and they get irrationally mad for no reason.
Yeah, and guess what? In response to that, they're gonna wake up in the morning, have a very comfy morning, nice and lovely. Their parents wishing them good luck at school because they're probably like 2. And then, oh look, oh my god, wait, the little mail thing's up. And they open the mailbox and boom, child is dead.
Oh my
Explosion. Thanks to
god.
yours truly. Glorious. I mean, they had a guts profile picture, so that was based. That was
Mm,
based.
mm, mm.
Based, based
Bun
guts profile. Hi, man.
Bun
Based
just
guts profile
arrived.
picture.
Hi, Bun. That's
So
so
yeah.
funny.
It's okay,
Perfect
but they were being
timing.
mean in my comments. They were being mean in my YouTube comments. They were saying I was a coward hiding behind I was a pussy because I was hiding behind a tacky penguin. Me when it turns out to be this like 15-year-old pimple covered like freak like hunchback of Notre Dame looking ass
Oh
like
my
kind of guy.
goodness.
So
Uh,
we're gaming. I already know Kuzi's never gonna do this show again after the horrific shit I say I'll sell at this stream.
what do you
It's
mean?
over. Don't worry now.
It's Jover.
It's Joe. Actually, it's my fault. I don't care. It's
uh,
all right. They'll cancel me. They'll cancel me. You can carry on with your show. I'm I'm the one that will fight on the fronts.
I mean, I feel like I have to ask you this because we've spoken pretty extensively about this in the past.
Mm.
How effective slash relevant slash important is Twitter for VTubers? And
Mm.
how has your opinion on it changed kind of throughout the
Mm.
throughout your time?
When I initially started, VTubing was quite a small thing. It's quite niche.
Mm,
I'll say, I'll say it now, and I probably still agree to this day that like VTuber Twitter is probably the best community to introduce yourself to.
mhm,
Um, it's one way to establish connections. It's one way to make friends. Like it's such a it's a good platform now. And I'll agree with that now. Like, I agree with that in the past, and I'll agree with that now. But I feel like now it's like a slight twist where everyone believes you're being sarcastic and like, expect only follows now. Because every time someone posts like a networking thread, everyone's like, bullshit, bullshit. You're begging for followers, bro. You're scum. Die,
Oh my
die.
god.
Um, so like, it's I don't know. It's VTuber Twitter is a very good way, again, a very good way to introduce yourself to the community.
Mhm.
Not for viewers. It's a good way to introduce yourself to a community of people that are also VTubers.
Yeah.
So you'll make friends. You got good collab mates. You'll meet some nice people. You know, you meet some nice people. You meet some horrible people. Um, you'll meet the riffraff, everyone, all kinds of people. Um, but Twitter is horrific, and I think it has gotten now to the point where the VTuber community has kind of devolved into regular Twitter, where it's like a cesspool and like only like drama matters and like
Mm.
negative stuff happens. And actually, it's called X. Well, actually, 99% of people still call it Twitter. Um, but like it's genuinely become quite a horrible cesspool. I unironically now when I go on is I'm always on following rather than for you because the for
Right.
you page is like just depressing. Like it is like the epitome of doom scrolling and like
Yeah.
seeing like very like horrible things and then usually
Mm.
things you don't really want to see. Um uh so I think a lot of people want to say the community is toxic. I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's just that people's voices have gotten louder because the community has grown.
Mhm.
Um, so the only thing that people really believe is that it's always toxic and it's always disgusting and that
Mm.
people are
Mm.
always horrible. Again, it's like it's Twitter. Like, mate, it's the if someone speaks, it's gonna explode. But uh I've used Twitter for quite some time now. I think since like 2017 ish.
Mm.
And when I started out, yeah, VTuber community was very nice, very welcoming. And I will say, like, unironically, networking thread worked. I
Yeah.
made friends,
Yeah.
I made new people. Um, for streaming, it's good to make friends, but
Yeah.
transitioning it to viewers is very rare.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
because the community only like VTubing community is more like for viewers, people will usually only be a fan of like one person or a group. So it's either a corporation, um, or like a specific corporate VTuber or a very popular VTuber
Mhm. Yeah. Bun says the most
being
talkative people
fans.
are always the loudest and most outspoken. That is true.
Exactly.
It really
Well,
only
that's the
takes
thing.
kind of one person
Well,
to
one quote tweet,
to
bro, and it's over, bro.
spoil. Yeah. I
It
agree
blows
with
up.
you where the early days of my at least my VTuber Twitter where I felt like it was a place that I could
It was
always
the
be like,
nicest.
yeah, I could always log on and be like, oh, like I love like discovering new people and all of that stuff. Like I tweet something random and I'd always get some like nice responses or whatever. And now it's like I'm kind of like, am I afraid to tweet something? like,
Well, at this point, it's like you can't tweet without like I think one thing people have to take into account is that at least from my opinion, because I've done it a lot, if
mm,
you're gonna post your opinion, always expect people to disagree. It could be the most positive opinion on the bloody planet. People are
hmm
gonna disagree. People will find a reason to disagree. Like like I literally said one time, I said, do what you want. I don't think enough creators say do what you want. In which some people retorted basically being like, well, no, because people think that's unhealthy advice because some people actually like planning stuff. And I'm like, you've just proven my point. People do what they want. Congratulations, idiot. Like, thanks,
oh
moron.
man,
So
yeah,
it's bad. It's bad. If you're gonna VTube, like minute. Also one thing I find funny, people think Twitter is the be all and end all of everything, or like
yeah,
it's like how big you are depends on how big your following is on Twitter. Bro, most partnered Twitch streamers have like 1,000 followers on
yeah,
Twitter.
yeah. I've seen people with like 160,000 followers on Twitch, and you go to their Twitter and they have like 700 followers, and it's
Yeah.
like, bro, I like a what? It's because they're not focusing on it. I think, yeah, like you said, I think it's good. Like I've met so many friends on Twitter like that. It's just like that. I could just like it's just such a nice place to be like, oh, like I like this guy's profile. I can get a kind of a vibe of what they do. And
Mhm.
if I'm like more interested in them and their content, I can check out their socials and their Twitch and stuff like that. There's a
But
lot
it's
of
very
times,
rare that that happens.
yeah, there's a lot of times where I've been following someone for 6 months on Twitter, and then I go to Twitch and I'm like, wait,
Oh shit, I didn't follow them. Fuck.
yeah, 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 like they're live, and I'm like, I never see you live. Oh, I'm not following you. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah. That's why you always get that comment where some people are like, "Oh, yo, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I wasn't following you for the longest time."
yeah, yeah,
And everyone's gonna be like, "Ah, it's fine. It's whatever.
yeah.
it's Twitter. Like no one really knows." But every time someone does that in my show, I'm like, "How dare you? You think I forgive you? Your crimes are unforgivable. Death." Like, ah, yeah. Twitter doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. I've
Mm.
used it for so long to know that if you get on the algorithm once, you have to constantly follow it and one up yourself, and it's unhealthy. But it works, but it's unhealthy.
Dr.
Like,
Doobie in chat says puppies are cute. Oh, so you hate cats?
yeah, I was gonna say that reminds me of the waffles tweet. Like, oh, I love waffles. Oh, so you hate pancakes then? It's like, no, bro, that's a
No.
completely different
What
conversation.
do you
That is
mean?
Twitter. That is actually Twitter. Like, that's what they said. It's a whole meme.
Yeah, that's so funny.
It genuinely Twitter has genuinely been like a mental strain on me, and I'm
Yeah.
so glad I've like freed those shackles because people are actually insufferable on there. It's
Mhm.
wild.
Yeah, it's so easy to get kind of engulfed in it, and I like what I like to do, I mean, this kind of segments into what I was gonna ask you in a second, but, a lot of the time, I like to maybe once or twice a year, go somewhere, like, with, like, no technology or no, I'd
Bro becomes a
usually
monk for a
I
month.
no, it's not a month, like, maybe it'll be a week or a few
Whoa.
days. Like, for
That's quite
example,
nice though.
the last time I did it was actually back in September of this year. Um, my parents invited me to Barcelona, um, and I was like, "Okay, I'm moving in a month." Um, I'm, like I'm pretty much wrapping up things at my job, so I'm like, okay, I don't need to bring my phone. Like I brought my phone, but I was like, I don't really need to look at anything. It was so nice. Like it was so nice to kind of like ex- like like experience the city of Barcelona. I've I've my mom's Spanish. I have family in Spain. I've been to Spain before, but like I've never been to Barcelona. I've never been to the east coast of Spain. Um and it was so nice. Like we stayed in this like um apartment that had its own pool that no one used, and then
Oh,
there was like
perfect.
a 2 minute walk to the beach. The food was amazing, and like all this time I was like I barely used Twitter. Like I barely used it because
I mean,
I had nothing to I didn't need to keep on top of VTuber activities.
I
I kind of was just like,
yeah, I want to do
whatever.
that. I want to go or do something where I just don't use my phone. But at the same time, I'm like, I need to text my wife,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
please.
no, of course, yeah, I was the same where I that is also important is to stay in contact with your loved ones as well, because, yeah, if you're I wanna also do this, I think me and Becca were talking about this, my partner, is going, like, out, like, Midwest America to, like, a cabin,
Woods.
it would be so nice. I think it would be so nice to kind of, like, unplug like that. But that kind of, like, leads into my next question like, are there places you wanna go traveling, or have there been places that you traveled that you really, like, enjoyed
I want to
or
go to hell, bro. I want to go to hell.
You're
Um,
already there. You're already here.
help me.
Ah!
easy eliminated. Um, uh, I mean, go to the US again, like, it's
Mm, mm,
that's always nice, but, I mean, I'm planning to, like, live there. I
yeah,
like going to the US knowing that I'm closer to, like, a lot of friends, a lot of
yeah,
people I know, like, I
mhm.
mean, I'll be missing a lot of close friends as well, like,
Yeah. Yeah, there's always
um
there's always gonna be, like, you know, no matter where you are, you're always leaving someone behind, right? Like, I've moved so many times in my life that it's like, yeah, there's always someone that you're gonna be like, "Oh, yeah, I don't know when we're gonna meet up again, but we'll meet up again." It's like,
soon,
yeah, soon,
soon.
soon, soon.
But there's a lot of I don't know. I so many VTuber friends as well in the US that I'm just
Mm.
like, hell, you get to meet them. I mean, holiday wise, I mean the obvious one's like fucking Japan, bro. I'm a VTuber.
Oh
I'm a
my
stupid
goodness.
weeb, bro. Like,
Oh,
of course.
dude,
That's fucking Japan.
I'm sure you know Chris Broad, Mr. Broad in
Abroad in
Japan.
Japan. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched his new video. So he's starting his new Journey Across Japan series. I haven't watched
Hmm.
the first episode yet, but I watched the first time he did it and all of his other ones. Um, but a week ago he released like an updated version of like 14 days in Japan, like what should you do? And it's like an hour long video about like just crazy different like locations in
Oh
like
my
the
god.
northeastern Japan. And I'm like, I'm like, these places look
I'm
absolutely
going.
incredible. Like
That's the thing.
yeah.
I think that's that. I mean, that's the one thing is that it's a perfect holiday destination, but like that's about it. It's a perfect holiday destination. That's it. I don't
Yeah.
other places to go. I mean, I've been to Turkey twice and I hated
Mm.
it both times. So you know that's something. I was offered to go to Spain, but I
Mm.
didn't want to go. I like being cold more than I like being hot because
Yeah.
it's like if you're cold, you can put on as many layers as you want. If you're hot, there's only
That's
so
always
many
been
layers you
that's
can
always
take
been
off.
my logic behind it too. Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree with that
yeah.
statement.
I'm like, there's only so many, and you'll just be like fucking sweaty and stuff. And it was especially bad in like Turkey and stuff because I got heat stroke both times I went,
Oh god.
and like that was so bad. And it also doesn't help that I think I was having stomach pains because I think I was unknowingly nervous for my flight. So it
Mm.
was
Mm.
like my family thought I had appendicitis
Oh
and
man.
like had to get blood tests there, and then the blood test thing failed, so I had to get
Oh
another one, and it's
no.
just like I hit needles at the time, and oh my god! But I
Yeah.
don't like hot countries, so it's like I'd want
Yeah.
to. I don't know. I'd want to. I don't have like any specific holiday
Mhm.
destinations aside from like the weeb shit and like other places in America.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, definitely. I
go
mean,
everywhere.
you mentioned traveling. I always, no matter how, as I mentioned, I've traveled a lot in my life, and no matter how or when I've traveled, it's always something always goes wrong. Like something always goes wrong when I travel, and it's to the point.
Destiny.
It's to the point where it's comical at this point, where when it happens, I'm like, okay.
Not
I'm yeah, no,
again.
yeah, I'm not even mad because it happens so frequently. Like the the day I was moving to Canada from the UK, there was a train strike. Um,
Oh
and
my god.
and I looked at the strike schedule and it's like, "Oh, there will be no service on here's the week, September 28th, September 29th, September 30th, September 31st, November 1st or October 1st. Um uh Trains running all of these days except for September 30th, which was my day.
Oh
So
my fucking
instead of
god.
taking a 10 a.m. train that would take an hour to get to the airport, I had to take a 6 a.m. bus to the airport that took like
Oh.
4 times as long. And then
Oh my god.
I get to the airport and yeah, I get on my flight and I have to go from the UK to Iceland first. And then I get off at Iceland and like this airport security person comes up to me and they're like, "Where you headed?" I'm like, "Canada." They're like, "Do you have the proper documents?" I'm like, "Yeah, like here." And they're like, "What's this?" I'm like, "Well, this is the document that I was told to bring." They're like, "Okay." And I'm like, "I'll get the rest of it at the border." They're like, "Okay." And they asked me like 50 different questions. I'm like, "Why me? Like, what? Like, what? Am I that suspicious looking that like I'm
Yes,
a sole
yes.
traveler going to?"
He has a bomb, folks. He has a bomb.
And then I get to the I finally get on my flight to Canada, and I'm like, great. I slept the whole thing. It's like 6 hours, 7 hours. I just slept. It was
Mm.
great. I get off the plane, and I'm waiting for like an hour for my luggage, and it just doesn't show up. And
Oh, no.
I've just moved to a brand new continent, and I do not have 90% of my luggage. Where is it?
Oh,
It
no.
took 8 days to get my suitcase.
What the fuck happened,
It
bro?
took 8 days to get my suitcase, and I was so over it. I was so over it. I was like, "This always happens when I travel.
Oh my
That's fine.
fucking
It's
god.
okay."
I
So,
I mean I mean, I can only really list like positive things. Like
mm,
when I was traveling to the US, the first time I rickrolled a guy because I had a t-shirt with like Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up lyrics on my shirt. And I was going through and I was like going through the security thing. They have like this scanner that you have to like raise your arms at.
yeah.
And he's
They're
looking at
like,
me and
"No!"
he was like, "You just rickrolled me, mate." And I'm like, "What?" And then I looked down, I'm like, "Oh yeah, sorry." And then the next time I was wearing a Scooby Doo t-shirt with like
Mm.
Shaggy on it. The guy at the counter was like, "Come here, Shaggy." And I'm like, "Hell yeah." Um,
That's great.
uh, I mean, the funny, I guess, bad experiences is like, I don't know, I was in oh my god, I was in Turkey and I was sat on the slide waiting for this lifeguard to tell me to go. I'm sat there and I'm sat there and I'm sat there. This guy
Oh, I think your mic broke.
comes.
My Are you good? Thank you.
Hello?
You're back, you're back.
What the fuck was that? Um,
No, he's broken again. What? What is happening?
there we go.
There we go.
I'm back. All right. Sorry, I was tickling the fucking wire. This guy comes up and he starts shouting at me, and of course, in Turkey, um, is it just what's that language? Is it just?
Turkish.
I want to make sure it is just Turkish. Okay,
I think
I wanted
so,
to make
yeah.
sure that I wasn't going to say
I think
something
it is Turkish,
offensive.
yeah. No, I think it is
I didn't want
Turkish.
I didn't want to say it in case it was like offensive or some shit. So thank God you said it first. I'm not in trouble. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So he's speaking in Turkish. I have no clue what he's saying. He's just shouting at me and like kind of waving his arms around and everything. He pushes me out the way of the slide and he goes down the slide himself. And then the lifeguard says, "You can go now." In which I thought, oh, now I can fucking go. Now I can go. I've just been traumatized and now I can go. Great, thanks. And the same day I went down that slide, the entirety of the pool got closed because I think a kid shat himself halfway
Oh,
down the slide.
no.
The whole
Oh,
pool got bloody
no.
closed. I was like, hell yeah.
Have you been to
Get on,
many
lad.
have you been to many theme parks or, like, water parks
I
before?
mean, a bit, I mean, yeah, I've been to, like, oh my God. Now my brain's rotting because I'm trying to
Thorpe
think of
Park?
any.
Thorpe Park?
Oh my, oh, I think I've been to Thorpe Park like once. I've been to
Thorpe Park.
Butlins too many. Do you remember Butlins, bro?
What? I've never been to Butlins.
It's shit. It's fucking shit, bro.
Oh my god. I think so in terms of UK theme parks, I've only been to Thorpe Park. I've been to Thorpe Park twice.
Mm-mm. I've been there once.
Stealth? I don't know if you went on Stealth, but oh no, not even Stealth. Swarm. There was one called Swarm, which is such a cool roller coaster that the first 4 carriages, like the first 4 seats in the roller coaster are actually backwards. So if you
Oh.
manage to get a front seat to Swarm, when it's going up the kind of
Oh,
um
you're facing.
incline,
Oh!
you're facing
Mm.
backwards. So the drop, you actually lean back and you
Oh
fall
no, no.
backwards, and it was so insane.
I look,
It
I
was
hate
so
heights.
cool.
I hate heights. So, like, I don't usually go on most roller coasters unless it's like I'll go on them now. I'm
Yeah.
mostly fine-ish
Mm.
now. But like shit like that, I'm like, no, I'm
Yeah.
sitting at the fucking back, bro.
Yeah,
I
on top of that, the way that Swarm is designed is that the seats are actually hanging under the the railing. Like, the rail is above the coaster track. So it's so crazy. Um, but
I
yeah,
can't.
I mean, I really I think I gotta go to one over here. Like, I've always wanted to go to, like, Universal or, like, Disneyland or
Oh yeah,
something,
yeah,
like, some of the
yeah.
big ones,
I
like,
want to
I
go to
think,
like Disney
like, Super
Disneyland.
Mario World, like, Super Nintendo World or whatever is coming to, like, Florida as well. Like, it would
Oh
be
shit,
so cool to see to see these bigger, like, parks
dude.
because
I mean, it reminds me. I went to Disneyland Paris when I was like really super
That
young.
that's the thing. I'm so mad at my parents because I went to Disney in Paris. I was like 4 years old. Bro,
Yeah,
I'm
like
not
I
gonna remember
barely
that.
remember it. Yeah, they're like, you don't remember that, and I'm
It's
like,
like,
no,
what do
I
you
don't.
mean?
I mean, there's images
That's
of me with
not
like
fair.
a Buzz
I
Lightyear
like
laser gun
that's
shooting
so
thing.
s that's so sad how I went to Disneyland when I was, like, barely
Yeah,
cognitive.
yeah. I mean, even then, it's like anything when I was in primary school, I also don't remember. My brain fog is like, if
Mm,
anything past like the first day and I forget,
yeah, like,
it's gone.
my parents like, my family traveled a lot when I was younger, and it's like, why?
Why
Because,
didn't you
like,
travel when I was older,
yeah, yeah,
Mom?
yeah.
Why didn't you travel when I
Like,
was
I
older,
remember, like, we went
Jane?
to Italy. I remember that quite often because, like, my entire family got sick, and I was just laughing because I was not sick.
Oh my god.
But it was yeah.
I remain victorious.
And then, like, we went to, like, Belgium as well, which was really cool because we got to see a lot of, like, chocolate shops. Like, I remember getting a
Ooh,
chocolate Christmas tree that was, like, massive. I was like, "This is so cool." Um, but yeah,
fucking
I would like to travel
Legoland as
more.
well.
Legoland, oh my goodness.
Legoland is
In
iconic to me.
in
Oh,
in Windsor?
I don't know. I don't know where I went for
Hmm.
that, but like, bro, the amount of theme parks in the UK that had an unnatural attraction to
Oh,
wasp
yeah.
nests is fucking
So
wild.
true.
Every theme park had like 800 wasp nests specifically by bins or bus
It
stops.
must be, like, the heat that the coasters are, like, giving off or something that attracts them
I don't.
because
I just
or
remember
maybe
being
the
at a bus stop at
lights.
Legoland, and I couldn't sit normally because I was being harassed by a wasp nest behind me.
It's because they're, like,
Horrible.
always, like, built in the middle of nowhere where, like, the wasps probably just live there and they're like, "Oh, now I guess we have to just
Oh
sit by
fuck
this
it.
bus stop."
Let's pick this bin. Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
it's
my goodness.
horrible. They're everywhere.
They want their home
Everywhere in
back.
theme parks.
I miss my home.
Fucking all over the place. They're goddamn everywhere in fucking theme parks, man. It's a nightmare.
Oh my goodness. I mean, yeah, it's crazy. I would like to travel more, but that's expensive.
Just a little bit. Just a
It's a
little bit
little bit
expensive.
expensive to
Tad,
travel.
tad pricey. Tad pricey.
Like,
I feel
ever
like this
since
might have an
moving to
impact on my economy.
ever since moving to, like, Canada, like, I wanted to explore places outside of the city, like, but
My
it's
god,
so
that much of a
far out.
shithole?
No, but, cities are the same everywhere you go, right? Like, it's
But I love cities. That's the
Oh,
thing.
me too, yeah, I do.
I love noise. I love like activity, and I love like also
There's
I love
construction in
Americans.
there's a construction in my building today, and I was like, "Is this going to stop before I start streaming?" Like, it was just so loud, like, it was I'm surprised it didn't wake me up earlier. It was so loud.
I mean, I don't know. I love noise. I love activity, and I love Americans, which is a weird thing to say. But the reason why is because they're so much more confrontational than British people. British
Mm,
people will just like walk past you and be like, right, all right, that's it. Like
yeah.
American people will have like full on conversations with you, and like you don't
Yeah.
even know them. You'll never talk to them again. but,
Yeah,
like, they
yeah,
just
yeah.
wanted to talk to you, and I
I
love
like
that.
it. I love it
Yeah,
too
it's
because
not I
I'm very like that where
well,
I'm
I can't talk to people.
mm,
I struggle to, like, engage in conversation
yeah.
unless people talk to me. In real life, that is specifically, like,
Yes, yeah.
online, I'm a fucking crackhead. I talk about nonstop shit.
Yeah, I'm very much like that where in any social situation that I go into, I try my best or I guess I just naturally try to strike up conversations. Um and I don't know if that was given off when we met because we met earlier this
I
year
mean, yeah, I mean, this podcast
very
screams
briefly.
that as well, like, "Oh, yeah, we did. Fuck. God."
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and like you said, yeah, this podcast is it's kind of as much as I like to say I do that a lot, I also want to get better at it. Like I want to
I do too.
I want to be a little bit more comfortable with talking to me to new people and all of that stuff. So
I want
hopefully
to as well.
hopefully some of these
And I work in a, like, public thing, so, like,
public
a l
sector.
yeah, well, I have to talk to people, I have to talk to strangers and stuff, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, "Ah."
Please listen to me. So like so I used to work with this guy um and I was shocked at how well he talked to strangers because
Bro, I
he
have someone
was
like that.
he was booking a hotel for like our company. We went to like a gaming convention in Europe and he was booking our
Mhm.
hotel and he goes into the lobby um and they're speaking German, so I don't understand them, but they were like his just demeanor and his attitude towards this guy at the desk was like they've known each other for like 10 years. And I talked to him after. I'm like, "Do you know him?" And he goes, "No, not a clue. I just met him." I'm like,
What the
What?
fuck,
Like that
bro?
was
Yeah.
amazing. Like that's
That's what I
you're so
mean.
comfortable."
They're
So
they're just so easy for them,
I
and I'm
hope
just
I can
like, "What
try to
the
do that.
fuck?"
But yeah, it's so funny.
Oh, it's just like it's just I don't know. It's just wild to me because there's someone I met in work recently, and
Mm.
like they're my best friend now. They are my best friend. They are my best friend now. Because like oh my god, um, they just talk about the most random shit. But
Mm.
when they did talk to me, it's like we got to know each other because we both I like snuck in about talk about how I had like figures and stuff because they talked about video games and shit.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
snuck
yeah.
in like figures and they're like, figures, do you watch anime by any chance? I'm like, yeah, I do. And I'm like, what do you like watching? He's like, oh, I like watching things like my favorite's JoJo. And I'm like, all right, we're best friends. We're best friends. We're best friends. So it's like JoJo, and I'm like, I love Space Dandy, no Space Dandy. And then at a later point, he's like, look, I don't know if you like this, it's probably not, so it's gonna break my heart because I know what you're gonna say. And they're like, "Do you like D&D?" And D? And I'm like, "Of course I like D&D." And it's like, "Yep, soulmates, fucking soulmates,
Do we just become best friends?
legit." Oh my god.
That's so funny. Yeah, I mean, like, people here in Canada have also been, like, super kind of, like, I guess, extroverted and super okay with approaching, like, you. Like, I went down to do laundry recently,
Mm,
a few days ago, because I live in an apartment complex, and there was just this guy, this, like, Asian guy in the lobby, and I was like he goes over to me, he's like, "Free coffee for today." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, free coffee, it's my birthday." I'm like, "Well, if it's your birthday, why are you giving stuff out?" He's like, "Oh, well, I'm 65 years old, and I
oh,
just wanted to I think it's important to give back." And I was like, "That is so kind." So I just sat
what
there
the fuck?
talking to him, like, and
That's
then
so
he
sweet.
just poured me a cup of coffee. He had, like, a canister of, like, coffee there, and I was like,
What the
that's
hell?
so sweet." And it's like, there's so many
You didn't
people where I
even
just
wish him a happy birthday,
no,
you
I
monster.
did, of course I did. Yeah, of course I did. I wouldn't just take the coffee and leave.
Thanks. Yeah,
Rip
thanks.
bozo.
Thanks, bitch. And then like
That's
leave,
so
head out.
funny. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but I hope to kind of channel that energy a little more, especially as I get older. I think it's important to kind of just appreciate people that you come across, no matter how much time you spent with them. Whether
Mhm,
they're
mhm.
an NPC or or anything. I
Yeah.
think it's important to kind of just.
Fucking bots, man. Get out of my way!
I think it's important
I
to
wish I
kind of
could be like
just
that.
like be that positive energy in that person's life. You don't know what they're going through, so it's important, I
No, I
think.
do know. They should be
I know
helping me.
exactly what they're going through.
I know what they're going through, and it's not as bad as what I'm going through. You see, I'm a VTuber. Boom. Over.
Oh my goodness. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think maybe we can slowly transition to wrapping this up if you're
No. Another 4 hours.
you're here with me. You're
I
here
am
with me forever.
present for the entirety
I'm not
of
locked in
the
here with
stream.
you. You're locked in here
You're
with
locked in here
me.
with me.
But yeah, I mean, I think 2 hours is a decent time for our first show. I don't know how long these are. I never planned for a time limit of these, so they could probably range from being an hour to like three
Oh, they
hours.
could be like, yeah.
I
Well, I mean, whatever works for you, honestly.
yeah,
Um,
we'll see. But I guess before we go, is there anything you want to shout out? Anything you want to promote by the time that we end this? Any where can the fine folks find you, Mr. Pingu?
yes, you will find me dead in
No.
3 days' time. As unfortunately I have passed due to existing as a VTuber online willingly, which is an unfortunate um experience for sure. Truly a saddening experience. You can find me chronically online at VTPINGU,
Thank
literally
you.
fucking anywhere.
Thank you. I appreciate
Uh,
I'm so glad you have thank you for the shout out as well. I'm so glad you have like consistent branding because I don't, and it's really annoying because I want consistent branding,
yeah,
but
Koozie VT, TV Koozie,
it's
VT
like
Koozie,
it's so dumb
Koozie
because
TV.
I wanted Kuzi VT on Twitter and they're like, this account doesn't exist. I'm like, great, let me take it. And they're like,
Let me take
no, you can't have it. I'm like,
no, not
what?
for you. Sorry.
So it's just Kuzi on Twitter, and then on like TikTok and Instagram, it's Kuzi VTuber for some reason because I can't get Kuzi VT. So
Oh no.
well, I may do brand
Uh,
parody in the future, but
yeah,
um, it's a
it
lifesaver. It
is
really
literally
is
it's great. It's great.
because
I
you can
mean,
just say,
again,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm this everywhere, and you're like, oh, perfect.
Yeah, done. VT Pingu, any bloody platform on the
Yeah.
goddamn planet.
Um,
And you are
yeah.
sold. Easy peasy,
Sold, easy
lemon
money,
squeezy.
easy. But
Exactly.
yeah, I mean, thank you so much for being the first guest on
No,
Bounty
thank
Acquired.
you.
I appreciate it. It made this first episode way easier and way less stressful than
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
hoped planned it to be. Um and yeah, we're hoping to do these every I want to say every 2 weeks, but it may be once a month. We'll see how the workload will get, especially when it comes to kind of researching into people I know a little less. Because with Pingu, it's very easy to, I feel like
It's
we,
easy for us to conversate because we
yeah,
know each other.
yeah. So,
Yeah, and also I have VTuber at the start of my name because I want to tell you now because VT Pingu rolls better off the tongue than Pingu VT. It never works. It never works. Everyone gets frustrated at that idea. But let me inform you. Let me inform you. VTuber Pingu works. Not Pingu VTuber, VTuber Pingu. And I tweeted it once because people were like, I said VT Pingu rolls off the tongue better, and someone had the audacity to tell me that it in fact does not roll off the tongue. It doesn't make any sense that it does, and I'm like, mate,
your
just
opinion's
say
wrong.
VT Pingu instead of Pingu VT. And they said okay. Literally owned them, literally destroyed them. I don't need your facts, logic, nerd emoji, adjust glasses, bucktooth teeth. I just need you to agree with me that
Ah,
VT Pingu works. It
That's perfect.
works. It is
Hope,
simple.
Hope Barbie
No.
says, "Is Pingu not available? Who has
I
Pingu?"
mean, okay. I mean, here's the thing. Technically, it is available, and I want to steal it. But of course, to do that, I need to get that fat partner check. And how do I do that? I don't. I graduate in a couple months' time,
No.
and I spend the rest of my life playing Fortnite, and I don't know. Working hard. That's what the positive VTubers say. Working hard. Working 9 to 5.
Oh my
What a
goodness.
way to make a living. Yeah.
Let me see. We shall probably raid someone. Shall we raid someone? Is that a thing you
No.
want to do?
No.
Oh my
No.
goodness. What was that?
Oh,
What are you
they
doing?
disconnected me again.
What?
I'm gonna die.
Hold on, let me see if I can get you back for 2 seconds.
Dude.
Connection to Steam Sailor. Oh, it is patch time. It's 6 p.m.
It's patch time for you. Wow, what a perfect
Aw.
opportunity to kill me off. This is
He's been
how
killed.
the bounty acquired, and the bounty has been
Has
completed.
been acquired.
The credits will be deposited to your account.
We are going to, let me see. We're gonna raid someone. Let's see who we're raiding. We'll put on a bit of
Step into Wix.
no adverts all the time. Oh my goodness. Okay, boom.
We love ads. Ads. Can we have more ads, please? Can we normalize filling everything with ads? Please, I'm begging. I am the pillows talking, by the way. That VT Pingu asshole guy. Thank God he's gone. Jesus Christ, because like
thank you for thank you for joining, everyone. I appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm doing a figure building stream tomorrow. What?
What?
Hand cam? Crazy?
What hands?
Hand cam?
Crazy. Wild.
I appreciate everyone
VTuber?
stopping by. It was really cool. We're gonna raid someone. Who are we raiding? Let's see. Let's figure it out. We will raid.
Now, if you guys don't know, raiding is all about getting out your axes, boarding your ships, and pillaging their home. That's why I looked it up. I watched Vinland Saga, so I know what.
Oh, no way. We're gonna raid Johan, Mr. Red Bean Porridge. Wonderful artist who is a cool person. so we're gonna raid them.
Yep.
And
I would have loved to say goodbye, but I've already fucking gone. So,
yeah. That's exactly. You're here in spirit, of course. Make sure to use raid 1 if you're subbed, use raid 2 if you're not. And yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. I will see you all tomorrow. Pingu, thank you once again for joining for our first
thank
question.
You for inviting.
Our first talk show, even though you were sent into the void multiple times.
Yes,
out of my control.
Plan. Also, I'm excited for your future ones. I'm excited for
me too.
Future bounty acquired, because that means there's gonna be a lot of dead VTubers. Like, I'm dead. You just killed me. So like, the amount of killed VTubers. Oh my god.
There's a scheduled graduation post after every talk
guys,
show.
Give me 1 week.
All right.
Experience with Kuzi VT.
Thank you so much, guys. We're gonna raid into Johan Porridge. And thank you so much. I'll see you all later.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.